Stephanie here with Cards Crafty Creations. It's the third week of October, and I am trying to do one coloring of one comic book page per week in October from my classic comic coloring book, Sci-Fi and Horror. I got this some time ago at a Barnes & Noble, and it's just a bunch of old comic book covers, Sci-Fi and Horror comic book covers. And it's a coloring book, and so my attempt is to just color one cover a week. And what I do is I take the cover and I divide it up into different sections and color one section a day. And I am going to be coloring my last section today, which will be coloring the rest of the skeleton in the cave. So I will be actually using Prismacolor Brush Markers. They are alcohol-based markers like Copics, but they're Prismacolor. They do not have as many colors as Copics do, but they have a good variety that allows you to do the shading and stuff just the same. They do work the same as Copics, but a little bit less inexpensive. Not much, but a little less. So I will put some music on and I will finish coloring this page. I'm actually going to be coloring the skeleton, the rest of the skeleton, water, the cave, and his whatever this is that's covering him up. But so I'll put some music on and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so that just about wraps up this coloring. Now what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go and piece it all back together. I actually made a mistake when I was coloring this top part. I actually had flipped it over and thought this was the front until I put it back together and realized this didn't match up. So I had to recolor it, and so that's why it looks like that on the top versus just solid yellow. I had to attempt to fix it. But that concludes this coloring. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to be back next week with another one. Thanks.